Good. Try to get what you like, otherwise you will have to like whatever you get. So this is the quotation of George Bernard Shaw, but it is very impressive. It always makes motivation, and people whosoever is just putting this statement before table kursi, then he or she will be get motivated. Try to get what you like, otherwise you will have to force to like what you get. So this is the theory, this is the purpose of life. कि भैया मेहनत करना है और मेहनत should be in the right direction and a smart direction. The things have changed. Okay, चल रहा है? Good. The question is UPSC 2022 Mains GS2 and question number is 18. The right of children to free and compulsory education Act 2009 remains inadequate in promoting incentive based education system. Very marvelous question here. The right of children free and compulsory education Act 2009, that is under RTE Article 21, that is the duty of a state, only a state, that is the duty of a state as well as individuals, guardians, that is the fundamental duty of guardians under Article 51, that his duty is to send that to school. The right of children to free and compulsory education 2009 remains inadequate in promoting incentive based system for children's education without generating awareness about the importance of schooling. कह रहा है कि ये सब बेकार है अगर बच्चे में इंसेंटिव बेस्ड एजुकेशन नहीं है. If you are not providing incentive based education, in that scenario all this act and all this paraphernalia is not meaningful. It does not make any sense. So you will have to elaborate free and compulsory education, why it is required under Article 21. Behind this act, this was the reason. Second is inadequate. It means you will have to highlight the demerits of this act. Second point. Third is you will have to elaborate incentive based system of education. Clear है ना? For children with education without creating awareness about the importance of schooling. कितने वर्ड हैं इसमें? Incentive based system is okay. So my question is कि what is incentive based?
Providing some assistance.
Okay. Okay.
Like 20,000 provided by the state.
Okay. This is not incentive. मैं भी यही सोच रहा था पहले. एनी आइडिया? कोई एनी गेस? हाँ बोलो बोलो बोलो. हैं? अच्छा तो क्वेश्चन आउट हो गया तुम्हारे लिए, तुम मत बताओ फिर. अभी मैंने रील में बताया है इसको. जस्ट what meanings reflecting by this statement incentive based education? Just think, because I had already thought of this statement. Because if you are not understanding the incentive base, then your answer will be get derailed. Nothing would be proper, nothing would be sufficient to get the marks. That will be get 1 marks. Whatever 250 words you have already submitted, but that will not create value because the system does not warrant except incentive oriented. तो इंसेंटिव बेस्ड सिस्टम फॉर एजुकेशन का मतलब ये है कि बच्चे को just promote the students in the class as a someone as a team leader, giving badges of class monitor or class captain. Someone will get school boy, school head, someone will get class head. There will be lots of inter-class competitions, debate competitions, है ना, English speaking competition. Such type of activities is considered as a incentive based education system. अब इतने पॉइंट हमने बताया आपको, क्लियर है ना? तो in early days, nowadays in private sector also, people, students are getting such type of environment, such type of facility to acquainted with the education system and get motivated to feel that I am captain of my school and just putting name back. मम्मी मुझे आज जो है क्लास कैप्टन बनाया गया और ये मिला है बैज, देखो इस पे लिखा है. आप समझ रहे हैं ना? अगर आपको याद हो, बिहार से मैं पढ़ा हूँ. बिहार के स्कूलों में जब मैं 6ठी 7वीं में था तो 2-3 कंपटीशंस में हमेशा फर्स्ट रहता था. दैट वाज द इंग्लिश डिबेट, इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग और इंग्लिश ग्रामर, एंड सेकंड वाज इन द स्लो साइकिल रेस. आई ऑलवेज यूज्ड, I have always been winner in these 2-3 types of competition. But when I found that incentive based, then my memory went back and I found that what was the system earlier. In the government school we will be facilitated, we will be facilitated. But the nowadays, what is the character of government school? I am not aware, might be it would have been continued so far, but can't say. So such type of there are lots of students in class 6, 7, 8, 9 and they try to teach the junior classes. My younger son, when he was in 7th and 8th, he used to teach computer science to the 10th, 11th students. So what type of feelings, what type of incentive, what type of motivations arrived in their mind, in their personality, that makes sense to the incentive based education. बच्चा खुदे भागता है स्कूल में, है कि नहीं? So that is incentive based education. So you will have to write the background of RTE. 250 क्वेश्चन का है. तो फर्स्ट you will have to write what is RTE and from where it came out, है ना? What is RTE and from where it came out. अब आप बताइए कि मुझे खुद 1.5 घंटा लग गया इसको ढूंढने में और मेरा मन मान, आई वॉज नॉट एक्सेप्टिंग माई सेल्फ दैट इट इज ए गुड आंसर when I was not aware about the incentive base. I thought incentive means mid-day meal, that is also incentive. But when I searched in Google and so many NCERT books, then I found that no, midday meal is not meant for the incentive. देखो, that is not incentive. Incentive is directly related to the schooling of that child, so that he or she should feel that I am the king of my school or my class. बच्चे को does not make difference कि पापा 1000 दे रहा है, whether my father is paying 1000 rupees per month or paying 5 rupees per month, it does not make difference in opinion of that student. And whether the meal will be provided by the school or not provided by the school, it does not make difference for the kids whosoever is the under age of 14 years, because he or she knows that whenever I will come back to home, my mother will be get ready by just putting the थाली of food, है कि नहीं? उसको इससे फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा. फर्क किसको पड़ रहा है? माँ बाप को. अरे जाओ यार, कुछ खाने को ही मिलेगा. But that is not incentive for the kids, that is incentive for the guardians, है कि नहीं? तो तो आपको इसमें बताना पड़ेगा कि व्हाट इज आरटी, इसका बैकग्राउंड, व्हाट इज आरटी एंड व्हाट इज द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स या सम कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ आरटी, ये दोनों बताना पड़ेगा आपको। क्लियर है? दूसरा, आरटी का डिमेरिट बताना पड़ेगा। डिमेरिट, तो मैंने जो डिमेरिट लिखा है ये आप लिख लीजिए, ये कहीं इकोनॉमिक्स में आ जाएगा कहीं। ये कौन सा? कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, फीचर्स, फीचर्स, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, ये जो इंग्लिश वर्ड अभिलक्षण हिंदी होता है इसका। शिक्षा व्यवस्था के अभिलक्षणों को लिखें, वर्णन करें, दैट इज कैरेक्टरिस्टिक, अभिलक्षण हिंदी में। और दैट इज सिम्टम्स, दैट इज फीचर्स, ऑल दीज आर सिनोनिम्स। तो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स लिख दें आप थोड़ा सा। 86 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट, आर्टिकल 21 लिखिए, इसमें आर्टिकल 51 डालिए, आर्टिकल 39 डालिए, बिकॉज दिस क्वेश्चन डिमांड्स 250 वर्ड्स, otherwise you cannot read anything, and you try to make it affirmative by putting the political and economic justice through these questions, so that you will get more marks by expressing your smartness that I have put even political and economic justice through the education, and which is the main objective of government of India. Such type of a statement to be framed under the reference of 86th amendment, article 21A, article 51A bracket K, that is the duty of guardian, and article 39 of directive principle. You will have to dovetail all three in one paragraph of 50 words, so that the purpose of RTE to be seen in the answer sheet by the examiner. So you will have to put all these activities. After that, there is a provision 25% reservation to economic weaker section in the private school. This provision should also be highlighted, but the question is that the admission of 25% is not meeting any purpose, because neither guardian is aware and nor private school is going to spread this information widely. सब दोनों तरफ से है, but I will have to put this characteristics and RT demerits. उसके बाद आपको demerits, why RT is not functioning, not achieving their goals in a smart schooling system, based on the incentive. Why? Because क्वेश्चन ही कह रहा है ना, तो देखो हाँ why, तो the national education RT demerits, this is only food is incentive. You write he demerits, that is only food is incentive for the guardian, for the teacher, for the cook, whosoever is preparing that khichdi, and for your mata pita. Only food is incentive. Local officials want to fill target. Whatever the education officer posted in the BDO office and education supervisor, they just want to fill the data ki how many admission has been taken place under this RT enrollment. ठीक है, तो the duty of that education officials is given target by the state government, so they just try to fill the farji and this and that. Clear है? हाँ. And the third demerit is no failure till 8th class. 8वीं तक फेल नहीं करना है उसको. अगर वो फेल हो गया, if the student gets fail in the examination, then you will have to put second chance to promote him or her in the next class. So then failure ratio is very, very negligible, because there is a chance for the second examination in that year itself. This is the demerits. And no teacher is not in the sufficient requirement in the school. This is also demerit. Inadequate. yeah, and passing in examination. So all these are demerits, ठीक है, because RT Act says that the 6 to 14 years of age. So you write that, you write and criticize what will happen whosoever is less than 6 years, and what will happen when the people get more than 14 years. This is the problem now. Its purpose is not meant for the incentive oriented and quality schooling, है ना, एक वर्ड है ना इसमें, क्वालिटी स्कूलिंग. हाँ, इम्पोर्टेंट ऑफ स्कूलिंग, इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ स्कूलिंग. ये डज नॉट रिफ्लेक्ट एनी सच टाइप ऑफ क्वालिटेटिव अप्रोच टुवर्ड्स द सोसाइटी. उसको तो यही पर्पस है कि भाई जस्ट यू मेक रीड एंड राइट एंड बिकम लिटरेट, and just making you as a simple fruit seller, simple juice seller, whatever. The purpose is behind that, not schooling, good schooling, not incentive, nothing. And इसमें तो हमने बहुत सारे पॉइंट लिखा है कि इसका पर्पस देखिए क्या क्या. फ्री एलिमेंट्री एजुकेशन, नो फिजिकल पनिशमेंट, नो मेंटल हैरेसमेंट, ensuring all round development, zero tolerance against discrimination. तो ये सब बहुत सारी चीज़ें आप इसमें डाल सकते हैं. और एक सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग है कि फोकस इज नॉट बेस्ड ऑन द साइंटिफिक अप्रोच ऑफ लाइफ, नॉट schooling. What schooling make you stronger? What things to be incorporated in your schooling system so that you should get acquainted to live the life scientifically? So that approach is missing. That was the in question about the importance of schooling. Schooling का क्या महत्व है, ये बिना बताए हम उस बच्चे को स्कूल भेजते हैं. ना टीचर बताता, नाइदर टीचर टेल्स नॉर गार्जियन टेल्स कि व्हाई यू आर बीइंग सेंट टू स्कूल. जाओ पढ़े जाओ, है कि नहीं, विदाउट टेलिंग द रीजन. एंड वंस द चाइल्ड आस्क हिज और हर मदर फादर कि व्हाई आर यू स्पेंडिंग सो मच मनी, 1000 rupees to send me in district headquarter, where the school of village is also sarkari available. You will not in position to tell him or her that no, schooling is required for the benefit of yourself in such a manner. वो कहेगा कि अरे इतने लोग तो बेरोजगार बैठे, मुझे क्या जबरदस्ती भेज रहे हो. So you will have to tell the importance of schooling by putting that scientific approach. आप बताइए उसको कि तुम्हारे में साइंटिफिक अप्रोच डेवलप होगा. सेकेंड, ही विल बी इन द गुड मैनेजर, गुड लीडर, नॉट पॉलिटिकल लीडर. उसके बाद उसको बताइए कि यू विल लिव द लाइफ ऑब्जेक्टिवली, नॉट सब्जेक्टिवली. You will live the life and will not fear from the court, from the police, from anybody, because you will know the all rules and regulations to the system. तो ये बताना पड़ेगा ना बेटी को कि बेटी तुम्हें स्कूल क्यों भेज रहे हैं. Then he or she will be aware that oh, this is the importance of schooling. देखो मम्मी रात दिन जो है पूजा करती है, वो सब विच क्राफ्ट एक्ट के बारे में बताना पड़ेगा, डाइन के बारे में बताना पड़ेगा, भूत के बारे में यू विल हैव टू टेल देयर इज नो एनी भूत. So all these attributes of schooling you will have to put in this RT that it does not covers. ना स्कूलिंग की इम्पोर्टेंस कवर करता है ये, ना ही ये बताता है कि इंसेंटिव क्या है तुम्हें वहाँ जाने में, ना स्कूल बताता है. आप बताइए कि चने बेचने के लिए RT बना है क्या? अब आप खुद सोचिए what for this RT is meant, is built. Just create a literate people in the country. बस a person who is 5th class pass and makes that will be treated as a literate. So you are just making literate people. You are not making the scientific people. You are not creating the values people. You are not creating any any appropriate people, because neither you tell the schooling importance nor your teacher tells, neither you create incentive for that children nor school creating incentive for the children. All three things are mismatched, and this RTE does not have any such type of attributes to tackle the problem. तो आपको ऐसे लिखना पड़ेगा. क्लियर हो गया ना? अपना कोई क्वेश्चन हो तो पूछो. यू आस्क योर क्वेश्चंस. इज इट अवेलेबल? इफ नॉट अवेलेबल देन आई एम रेडी. तो हम लोग प्रतिनिधित्व, ये थ्योरेटिकल क्वेश्चन है, ये भी थ्योरेटिकल है, इट इज ऑल्सो थ्योरेटिकल. Yes, question number 16. You can see this is also a analytical question. What is saying? Besides the welfare scheme, India needs deft management of inflation and unemployment to serve the poor and the underprivileged section of the society. Discuss. आप बताइए इसमें क्या क्या चीज़ है. व्हाट द थिंग्स incorporated in the detail beside the welfare schemes. So we will have to define what is the welfare scheme and why it is required under article 39 है ना, क्या है 3839 है ना. So we will have to define welfare schemes first. India needs deft management of inflation and unemployment to serve the poor and the underprivileged section of the society. तो कह रहा है कि ये सब फ्रीबीज कल्चर और वेलफेयर स्कीम्स में जितने भी वट एवर द स्कीम्स इज गोइंग ऑन अंडर दिस वेलफेयर स्कीम is not appropriate to manage the poorer, because it is better to manage inflation and unemployment problem to serve the poor and the underprivileged, एक ही बात है, of the society, because how far and how long he will continue to provide freebies and subsidy to that fellow. It is better to manage inflation as well as unemployment problem. If you are tackling that two problem, then it will be beneficial for society, for government, for everybody. Clear है ना? So just you will have to define welfare schemes. देखिए क्वेश्चन आया है पॉलिटी में, but it is a totally economic. So you will have to coordinate between political governance and economics. अब कैसे करेंगे? Yes, कि how welfare state will be created to cater the demand of the poorer and underprivileged people. Because economic justice, that is your preamble, that is in your preamble. So you will have to start writing in such a manner that the political motives and economical motives to be dovetailed, to be synchronized in one go. And that will be saying that the welfare scheme means the government is bound under Article 39 to make everybody's happy and everybody's growth. And by arranging all these schemes is cater the provisions of DPSP. We will have to write in such a way. After that, we will have to write our preamble of Constitution of India also reflects and also advocates that government is bound to create economic justice to the common man, to the underprivileged people, and it will be the inclusive growth for the society. And before getting the political liberty or political existence, we will have to ensure the economic justice first. Otherwise, without economic justice, we cannot establish political justice. That is the term is used in this economic budget. आर्थिक विकास राजनीतिक विकास की पहली सीढ़ी है. इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट इज द फर्स्ट स्टेज टू गेट द political justice. So your welfare scheme you will have to discuss. After that, it means कि good management of good management, अच्छा, better management of inflation to control high price. Why inflation control is required? Because due to inflation the prices gets high, है ना. जैसे 1300 रुपये किलो चिकन बिक रहा है श्रीलंका में Greece, and you will have to write that the inflation should be controlled so that the महंगाई, that index to be may remain below 4-5%, and the things should not get the costlier, because food item and food related item is equally should be equally distributed to the society, and they will not get badly affected. Inflation is reason, and inflation is good only less than 4%. Poor family malnutrition, अगर इन्फ्लेशन हाई है तो पुअर फैमिली जो है उसको कुपोषण इनरिच फोर्टिफाइड दे विल नॉट गेट, एंड द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ हिडन एंगर विल बी कम इन द माइंड. Political science directly related with the economics, that is hidden hunger, because the महंगाई is so high then the garib people cannot purchase the nutrients value of the food item, so that will also be a problem. Marginal farmer problems in agriculture, महंगाई है, खाद बीज तेल सब डीजल फीजल सब महंगा है, तो उसके लिए भी जरूरी है. तो वही कह रहा है कि इन्फ्लेशन everything will be get increased. And next is less tax. इन्फ्लेशन होगा तो टैक्स कलेक्शन भी कम होगा, और हार्म्स फॉर पुअर इनडायरेक्टली, क्योंकि जब महंगाई होगा तो चीज़ें लोग खरीदेंगे नहीं, जब खरीदेंगे नहीं तो जीएसटी के तहत जो रेवेन्यू आना है दैट विल नॉट कम आउट, reduces because there is surplus commodities prevailing in the market, but the buyer is not available because the purchasing power of buyer has gone down due to the costly. The value of money is get reduced, and the purchasing power also get reduced of that money. So you cannot buy the same amount whatever you have already purchased earlier. The same amount cannot be purchased in that amount of money. So this is the problem. Next, fall in demands. इसका सबसे बड़ा नुकसान इन्फ्लेशन का क्या है कि डिमांड गिर जाएगा. क्यों गिर जाएगा? ओके गुड. ऐसा नहीं है नो मनी डिमांड गेट रिड्यूस. गुड. नो मनी means no demand, and no demand means wastage of products. Good, very good. So in that situations, what will be the impact of the people who is involving themselves in products creation? That will also get impacted, because inflation is linked with the two types, that is demand driven, and the second is supply driven. Supply you cannot regulate, supply is going on. No, if there is no demand, the supply will get reduced. But the question is that once supply get reduced, then who will be suffer? Producer, workers whatsoever engage in that activities. So everything is interlinked with each other. So that's why inflation control is the good and better management by the government. It is required to be like that. And last but not the least, jobless. That is the side effect of all these activities. Oh, come, please sit it. So that will be the last line, how the falling demand will be create problems for the producers. Good. And last line, good management of employment to provide work and remuneration of poor underprivileged. Otherwise, what will the problem? So scheme is saying that if it will not control unemployment and inflation, then how the underprivileged will be affected. तो सोशल पैथोलॉजिकल प्रॉब्लम शुरू हो जाएगा, क्राइम, पेटी क्राइम्स, मेजर क्राइम्स, such type of teasing, such type of nuisance in the for getting money. Ghetto community will also get hampered. Theft, liquor, prostitutions, gambling, child labor. So many social pathological problems will get arise, and that will be beyond manageable by the government, because the resources is not so huge. Everybody can enjoy the facility. So that will be the problem. That's why it is required to be managed inflation and the underemployment. Second will be the economic problems. And third, capex investment to create jobs. Capital expenditure will be required to invest in the infrastructure sector so that the job opportunity to be created, money to be circulated in the society, and everything should be the based on the law and order. So you will have to summarize in this way to connecting the welfare schemes, why in welfare scheme is required, and what is the solution. Rather than welfare schemes, it is better to draft management of inflation as well as in unemployment, and you just put 2-3 lines in the context of Sri Lankan crisis of economic activities, where the freebies is the main reason behind this crisis. So there is point to be mentioned just in one line in the last, so that your answer to be reflected in such a manner that you are different from the others. Otherwise, nothing will be peculiar, nothing will be significant in your copy and the other's copy. So just smartly this quotation, this link to be incorporated in your answer. Good. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.